We are back. We are back, folks. We're back better than ever. And Battlefield 6 has actually made me have some hope for the gaming space in general. Now, this is not the game for COD players. I hope you understand that if you're coming to this game from COD and you're like, I want this game to feel like COD, I want you to go fuck yourself. I want you to fuck right off. I don't want you anywhere near our game. I want you to go seriously, sit in the cut corner and rethink your life, because year after year you get fucked and you seem to like it. All I'm gonna say. So just go sit in the cut corner, go sit in your little cuck chair, you little COD streamers, and you can watch us have fun now. Okay, you can watch us have fun. And it's not even like I'm not a fan of the COD series, because I am. I was a fan of Black Ops Call of Duty 1, Black Ops Call of Duty 2, Black Ops Call of Duty 3, Advanced Warfare 2, World at War. Those were the CODs I was a fan of. The CODs today, not so much. Modern Warfare 19, I was a fan of. Cold War, kind of a fan of. The campaign was great. The multiplayer wasn't the best, I'm gonna be honest. The zombies mode was all right. But everything else, besides those games I mentioned, have not been good. And y'all just been getting caught. And today I want to talk about Battlefield 6. So Battlefield 2042 was not the greatest game. Let's make that abundantly clear. Battlefield 2042 was not a good game by any means. I was not a fan of Battlefield 2042. And the reason why I would say that is on launch, there was so many glitches. The graphics were so graphically demanding. Everybody was having performance issues. I don't really remember anybody not having performance issues. The amount of guns released with the game, like, there was barely any. The squad classes didn't matter as much. And I think the end of cycle Battlefield 2042 was all right. I'm gonna be completely honest, it wasn't that bad at the end of its cycle. But what do I like about Battlefield 6? Well, it's a hard reset back to what we loved. It's ignoring this field of failed mistakes and experiments that occurred on the last generation of this game series. It is a return to the classics. It's a return to where we left off. The soundtrack is phenomenal. The desaturated visuals are phenomenal. They're straight from 2013. It feels like I'm playing Battlefield 4. When I'm playing this game, when I'm looking around, when I'm shooting, everything feels like it has weight. Everything feels like it's like an updated version of Battlefield 4, which is everything I would want. Battlefield 4 is by far and away my favorite Battlefield of all time. Okay, and at number 2 it's Battlefield 1, and at 3 it's Battlefield 3. But I mean, this game it's phenomenal. The gameplay, the gunplay. I haven't crashed. I have not crashed. The need for me to even say that line in the big 2025 is absurd, but that is such a big deal. That is such a big deal. I haven't crashed, and I played 5 hours of Battlefield 6. I've played 5 hours of Battlefield 6, and I haven't crashed once. That is phenomenal. Phenomenal launch, by the way. Another thing I like about this game is there's no like ray tracing required. Right? So Battlefield 2014 or 2042, not 2014, 2042 required ray tracing, I believe, or it was at least the poster child of ray tracing. It was NVIDIA's poster child for ray tracing. Basically what happened is we didn't have the graphical computing power unless you had the newest cards at the time of its release, which I believe was the 3080, 3090 Ti. Which was just like insane. Those were like $2,000 graphics cards. And unless you had those cards, you really couldn't run Battlefield 2042. On the contrary, Battlefield 6 does something that I love. They optimize this game well, and you can feel it. I have a 3070 Ti. It's coming up on, I think, 4 years since its release. And it works phenomenal. It works like butter. It cuts through this game like butter. It looks great. I haven't crashed, as I said before, and I'm averaging around 200, 220 FPS constant. And again, I'm surprised because this is an EA game, and I don't like EA. but good on you. I haven't crashed. I have good frames. I don't have any stuttering. There's no graphical issues. There are some weird graphical bugs, as in, for example, when I get hit by a shotgun, sometimes your character will fly like 15 feet backwards, which I'm pretty sure that's not what's supposed to happen. If it is, I mean, fair play, but I don't, it doesn't have any effect on the actual gameplay of the game. But it is pretty funny. The breakable walls, the fully destructible environments allows the players to fully cement themselves in this environment. It allows you to watch these maps crumble in real time as these walls collapse into rubble of avalanches, shacks explode, and buildings turn into debris piles all around you. And it's fire, dude. It's fire, dude. No, but in all honesty, I mean, this is incredible. This is incredible. So it is a work of art. I do like it a lot. There are two things I would like to say. Some of the recon doesn't feel that great, and I'm 90% sure that's a skill issue because I'm just not hitting heads with the sniper rifle. But I think at closer ranges, the sniper rifle should one tap. Like 10 yards and in, I think it should one tap if you're hitting certain mass. But I think, you know, I like the way it's only one tap headshots from any other range. But the one thing I would change, and then engineer the rocket system right now. I feel that not the tanks, but the light support vehicles are a little too good at stopping the engineer's rocket launcher. What do I mean by that? So like the Bradley, the light tank basically has a machine gun on it. It's a little too tanky. I literally had to hit this light tank 4 times with the rocket launcher, I feel, to destroy it, which is kind of absurd in my opinion, but I kind of understand it. So maybe don't change it. You know, thinking about it, if everybody's doing their job, everybody looks at the Bradley and everybody's squad has an engineer in it, the Bradley's done in like a second. So maybe don't change it. I'll probably retract that statement, I'm not gonna lie. But one thing I was worried about from the beta was the lack of large-scale maps, lack of large-scale battles that we got in Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 1. Fear not, because there are 64 player maps in the game. Literally, like, there's everything in this game that you could want. There's jets, there's tanks, there's helicopters, there's light support vehicles, there's four-wheelers, there's literally everything you could want in a game taking place on a battlefield is basically here, except for, like, what would I want that's not in this game? Maybe an artillery piece. I think that could be funny, but again, I'm not opposed to not having it. But I think the game's great. Everything feels like it has weight to it. They made this game feel really good in terms of the weight. The weighting of the gun feels phenomenal. Assault class. So we're going to get into the classes. And I like the layered class system. The fact that each class has 2 subclasses that you can pick from. I think that's a really intelligent move to update the game, to update this genre, this video game series, because, well, basically what it allows them to do is it allows them to add more subclasses, just adding a unique flavor to each game you play. So, like, for example, if you want to play Assault, right, but you don't want to play Assault exactly the way you played it last game, you give players more options. I think that's great. I think it's phenomenal. And to be honest, like, the 2 subclasses that each class has add extra features that you would want, and they would change how you play the class in general, which I think is phenomenal. We're gonna go over the classes real quick. The engineer class is the anti-tank, explosive, and repair class. The support class, you know, it's the heal class, revive class, the ammo resupply class. The recon class is the marking targets class. It picks off stragglers from afar. It also comes with like a cool spotting kit, in my opinion. And then the assault class, meant to be up in front in battle, and you're storming with these ladders. It's heavy firepower because you have a sling gun, so you can have up to 3 guns. Everything is good. Like I said this before, the movement is only meant for movement. It's not meant for gunfire, right? So if you're sliding, right? Your recoil is notched up. You're not going to kill somebody sliding unless you get really lucky or caught out in the open and they're low. You're not going to kill somebody when mid jump, which again I think is phenomenal. Get this COD bullshit out my Battlefield. This is Battlefield first. It should always be Battlefield. There is a reason I'm playing Battlefield and not COD. This is Battlefield. It should feel like Battlefield. It should play like Battlefield. If you want to play COD, go play COD. Go play your BO7. Go play in your little cuck chair. Okay, that's all right. But I'm playing Battlefield. I haven't experienced any glitches, any problems. I have seen that there are large server queues, but I haven't encountered any large server queues. But I'm just gonna warn y'all, I have seen larger server queues. Again, I haven't seen any. Now we're gonna talk about the future of Battlefield. Okay, there's an upcoming battle royale mode that I think could be fire. But what do I want for this? I don't want this to be like Warzone. I want to make that abundantly clear. I don't want sliding to be good. I don't want jumping and movement to be broken. I want it to be gunplay first. I want in this game mode, I want leaning to be added because I think you should be able to lean behind walls and shit like Siege. Like if you make the gunfire more tactical, actually, I think this mode would be phenomenal. I want, you know, maybe add it like a tank vault in the middle of the map so that people can like choose between what they want. Maybe they want to hop in a tank, play tank in that battle royale game, and they're running the risk of somebody landing on like a chest and getting like a jav with the ability to one tap your tank. I think that could be really cool. And like your squad having to have one of each role or something like that, right? Like you want each squad to have one of each role. Again, with the subclasses, it makes this game mode even better. So I'm excited for the battle royale mode. I love battle royales. I just want it to stay Battlefield oriented. That's a key. Battlefield oriented first, then we can discuss everything later. Okay. Again, folks, I'm really excited. I'm really happy about this Battlefield. I think it's great. I think if the devs keep doing what they need to do, I think this will be a success. But again, it is EA, so that is what it is. It is what it is. Again, I'm waiting for that 20 million from you, Saudi, to pay me off entirely. But I think it's phenomenal. I think it's phenomenal. Anyway, y'all, I hope y'all had a great day. And as always, junk it out.